Hey Tulsi, welcome to the platform. Just give me a sec, Tulsi. I will just post our details in YouTube as well. So, people, all those who are watching now, I would like to welcome you back to our platform wherein we communicate and guide people about how to set a strong base for their career. And job seekers, we help them in guiding by how to get jobs and all that stuff. So, this is another session for it. And today we will be talking about how to convert your opportunity that you get in a form of internship into a permanent role. So this is the topic we thought of discussing about today. So Tulsi, as you know, many of you might be knowing her. She is a part of HR team in one of the organization, and myself is also a part of HR team. I'm also an HR professional. So we will discuss about these things, and it would be helpful for the people, specifically freshers who struggle to get jobs or who get internships but not able to convert them. Converting is an important thing, guys, because as soon as you start converting it, then the possibility of then there won't be need for you to look for more and more jobs. So we will talk about this aspect. So see, let us meanwhile share the YouTube link in our WhatsApp group. Just give me a sec and then we'll proceed.
Sure, sir.
Just here. Sure. So, guys, we are live back, and as said, we will be about to start. We will start the discussion. So, this is the current challenge, people. Okay, this is the current situation wherein people really struggle. If freshers are getting placed, if they get placed in an interview throughout the campus interview, then it's somewhat well and good. But what if they do not get placed in a campus interview? That is where the real challenge arises. They go ahead, they do different trainings, they actually, first of all, they try to look for a permanent role itself so that they can get placed in the permanent company. This, but in all this particular process itself, they end up in losing quite a few months. They end up in losing like 4 to 5 months, and they, if they do not get any role out there in this 5 to 6 months, then this particular thing adds as gap in the resume. So it's not good to add any gap in your resume. Other way how people do, and what actually they should do is, instead of this, they should just set up strong timelines. For example, if you clear your education in this particular month, try to set up the timeline from there. Like in next 3 to 4 months, 3 months, you will be exploring for jobs as a permanent role. If you do not get anything there, then you will start exploring for internships. That is what, ideally speaking, you should do. And meanwhile, you should not stop your search for permanent roles as well. Doing internship is one thing. Side by side, you also have to see if in case you can get placed in any of the permanent requirements. That is the ideal way how it should happen. So now the people who are getting in an internship, one most important thing that you should remember is that if in case you get placed in an internship, there are chances of you getting a permanent role in the same organization, right? People have been doing it. People have been joining internships, then they are getting into converted into permanent role. So, and these are some examples, and this is how, but there should be some steps that you should follow. People, they join internship, they just focus on working till the time they understand things. 1 month passes by, then other month goes by, and ultimately they only end up in getting an internship certificate. That is what happens. There should be step by step way how you should plan to move from internship to a permanent role. So we will talk about this particular thing today. So guys, you can see Tulsi there. Tulsi herself was like herself. She completed her education last year, and she worked on various internships. And there were many internships wherein she was having a permanent offer from these particular firms as well. So she is actually a live example which can be helpful for you. So she will also talk about her experiences, what she exactly did while she was working on the internships. I personally remember that when she was working on internships, she texted me on LinkedIn that time. She texted me on LinkedIn, and that is how we started interacting. So that is how opportunity keeps coming in. She wanted to learn more and more. She wanted guidance. She was perfectly focused, and that is how she took it ahead. Like all the things we will talk about now. Okay. So that is what it is, guys. Okay, so Tulsi, share some of your experiences. Just assume that you how did it happen for you? You join an organization as an intern, and how did it basically start for you? What all things you did, and how did you reach to a stage wherein they offered you a permanent role? You would like to hear it from you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. And good evening to everyone who are seeing this. And thank you for the opportunity as well. So just to start with, I just started because of this COVID, to be very frank, because I'm back to home after this COVID and I don't know what to do. And I was actually looking for some internship because my seniors said that if we have internship, we'll get good marks by end of final semester, and there might be a chance that we can get good placement as well. So those are the two reasons why I started looking, but I end up with zero. So there are no internship. Since first year only I started looking for internship and everything, but everything is like minimum of 6 months or 1 year. And if those are available for 1 or 2 months, then I need to work from office. If those are also available, like I can work remotely, then they must be unpaid. So everything was regrets, like I don't find anything and not a perfect internship. Then keep on going. The common thing which I listen for every call from recruiters stating that I'm not selected, I'm not fit. The reason is I was just looking for a paid internship, and I just wanted to work only on recruitment, on this only taking interviews or being part of it. I had set my boundaries. So then I realized that what if I just get out from my boundaries, or what if I just remove them and just give it a try? So it worked like a magic. I said I just moved that I'm okay to do whatever the internship in HR, no matter what the stipend, no matter what the duration, no matter what the company, no matter what. Then I started with F Saloon Academy. It's a fashion TV venture. When I was working, it doesn't even started. So they're in the core place. They're just building the team and working. So that's how I started. And 1 month passed away. I had good connects, and from there I learned how to apply for second internship. Then I applied for second internship and I upgraded myself. And that month passed away. And again another company. That's how I completed nearly 3 to 4 months. And during this, I just learned how to crack another internship. To be very frank, not a job, to get how unpaid internship. So from unpaid, no, from just an internship to unpaid of HR internship, then from there to paid HR internship. That's how I connected with CEO, founder of Iris Idea via LinkedIn, and he said, "Okay, let's give it a try. I don't know what you can do for us." So it was just a try. So that's how I started and completely changed. After 1 month, I thought he'll give me stipend. So because it's a 1 month contract that I started, and he said they just openly said they're okay to give me permanent role. That at the time I didn't even complete my MBA. I just entered into my second year.
This was the last internship, Tulsi, right? The latest
Yes.
internship wherein they applied you for they gave you the permanent role, they offered you that thing, the latest internship.
Yes, yes, my previous internship, last
So,
internship.
and how about the efforts, Tulsi? Like you have been a particular person who always believing in learning. That is what my observation is. Like you were never hesitant to approach for new things. If in case you get stuck, I want people to know it from you. What was your mindset when it comes to learning? Because learning new things as an intern is one of the most important things. So this is how it happens basically. Okay, if you are joining any, first of all, Tulsi has given a background about how it happened actually for her, and few internships she kept learning about how to improve. And once she got into a job, then learning phase started long back. But as an intern, once you get into a job, your first and most important thing that you have to do is to learn. You have to learn as much as you can. You have to put in all your efforts in learning. That is one primary thing, because you are an intern. You show the people who are working with you, the management who is working with you, the manager whom you are reporting to, do show them the willingness to learn. Show them that bright character. Show that you are the person. If in case you are there in their team, you will just turn around things from them. And no one knows, guys. Okay, opportunities will keep coming. people, they generally hire interns. Interns are generally not billable to clients. They are hired for specific duration, and the company, they add them as non-billable people to support their teams, and then they themselves pay to these particular people. They are not actually billable to clients. That is how it generally happens. So they keep getting billable roles now here and there. So as soon as they get any billable role, they should look at you as a person who can be directly converted from an intern to a permanent employee. And how you do it? By learning. First of all, learn as much as possible. Show them the willingness to learn, because once they know that this person is ready to learn, maybe they get another role which is somewhat into a blend of another skill set. Maybe you join as a Unix administrator, and the role that they wanted is into Unix and PL SQL, something related to that, shell scripting or Unix scripting, Perl scripting. Show them the willingness to learn, and that is how they will just keep you in mind, stating that, okay, this particular person, he is showing a willingness to learn, he is bright character, he is learning everything as soon as we provide it to them, so let's go for it. So first important thing is learning. Okay, Tulsi, share a few things, Tulsi. Okay, I want just share a few things with the people, how your learning mindset was, because I do remember, right? Tulsi is such a person that whenever she gets stuck anywhere, she will actually not hesitate to call up the people who can guide her on that. This is one of the most important points that a person should have. If he is looking for a job, he is looking for an internship, if he's new, trying to learn new things. For example, I was very new to Tulsi, and Tulsi was very new to me. We met on LinkedIn, guys. Just see how the things goes. Tulsi was already working on one internship. She has been doing all these things much before I met her. Okay, so this is one of the qualities that she has been having from quite some time. She learns, but the point is, whenever she gets stuck, she never hesitated to approach a person who can provide some inputs to that. Right, Tulsi? I still remember that call when you called me and you said that something about HR, the employee engagement activities. So that is how it all started. Okay, that was her approach, willingness to learn. Then she talked about something, Tulsi, about what was your exact mind test about exploring new things, not keeping yourself into that particular shelf. You were not like lack of confidence was not there, because you approached people to learn new things, and you professionally approached them. It was like a formal good communication. I want people to know this from you so that they can also start working on this stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for those kind words. Really, I just get back to there, and I'm just thinking how it
That is
happened.
how it started to say, actually. I still remember our discussion. Like, you were like, I still remember two to three things. In fact, like when you were preparing for the interview, we have one mock interview as well. And that is how the willingness should be there. And where you are placed today, you are working as a permanent role, and we are just talking, right? The people are appreciating your work so much, your management is appreciating your work so much, and they are like all wanting to give more responsibility. So that is how it works. That thing should be there in as a person itself. That attitude should be there. So learning is the first point. Tulsi will just talk about that more mindset, guys. Okay.
Yes, just to start from where I stopped, like that was like how we turn into a permanent role. But at the time, I'm not ready to take permanent role because I didn't complete my MBA, and I said I can be till I complete my MBA. Then afterwards we can plan. So that's what I said, and that's how the journey really started. So actually when sir you asked like let's do something on this, so I just
True, true.
uh, sit and had written. So what are all the things which I did make me to come to this position, or which helped me to get that internship into a permanent role? At least that offer. To be frank, when many are looking outside how to get an internship right now because of this pandemic and jobs, but at the time that is one of the happiest moment for me. So I just written few things which I made. So I'll be talking one by one and everything. So first most important thing, everyone, even I, what I did was like I just showed the company that I am fit for it. So I am fit. How we can show? See, you, for example, my CEO doesn't know me and I don't know what I can do, but I showed my thing like I'm ready to learn, I'm ready to learn, and I'm ready to learn and change and give. So that is what they'll expect starting. Not more than that. Being a fresher and doing internship, no one will expect to, for example, for IT guys, they not expect to write codes and build a software. No, that will not happen. They'll just expect like whether the opposite person is ready to learn, whether the opposite person is to understand what we are trying to say and implement. And if he stuck somewhere, is he willing to come back and ask? If he is finding faults or errors, is he getting in touch with superiors or managers for rectifying? Is he patient enough to get the doubts clarified? So these are all the very small things which the management looks for. But most of the internships or interns who are right now will ignore these things. Everyone, even now, many people come to me via LinkedIn and say, Tulsi, I'm doing internship, but my managers are not giving time to me. See, no manager have time. So we need to find time. When we can find time, when we are specific with our doubt and when we are getting back to back with our results. So we need to be something like extra apart from that. Then that's where when we can get the chance. And also we need to understand and follow the rules. See, for example, for interns, there will be certain guidelines and rules given by the company. So this is the time that we'll be interacting with you. So this is the time you are supposed to talk. Like this is the time in the morning. Mostly a morning or evening stand-up calls will be there. That is your time. So you should not, if the internship stand-up call is at 9 a.m., you should not wake up at 8:30 and start your call 9. So you need to be prepared with bunch of questions with you from previous day where you can post keep on. So they'll give you what the answers and will help you throughout the day. By the same way, in the evening, you should not just do your work and submit. So I had completed what is my work tomorrow. No. We should be in a position that we had completed the work earlier, and we should start something and we should show them. See, I completed my work earlier and I started this. How can I do this? Can I do this, or do I need to do anything? So please share your suggestions. So in this way, we need to take more initiatives. For example, in my company, when I started with this idea, it was like they were just focusing on recruiting people, not anything more. It was a startup company where when I started, we are only 5 or 6 people. But when I was leaving that from my internship, we are a team of 30 members. So they were looking for only a person who can take the interviews and just generate offer letter and appointment letter and take the process. That's it. That moment, that was the company was looking for. But yes, I had fulfilled what my company is looking for, and I stepped ahead and showed my interest. Like, can I work on policies? Can I work on induction? So in my work, I was expressive. Like, can I do this? And my manager said, like, yes, you can, but I don't know how to do. Yes, I wanted to do, but I don't know how to do. That's how I started connecting with more people, and the networking comes. The networking plays major role here. We need to use LinkedIn like a book, a dictionary, like a professional dictionary. We can go in touch with anyone if we ask. There might be like if you ask for a job, we may not get reply, but if you ask for a query, you'll get lot many replies. So yes, so if you can just write a post like this is thing what you are thinking, like give your response, many people will respond. If you are shy enough to post those queries, just write a select people from companies and understand their profile and write a mail. Just greet them and tell them what you are. Just write your queries and they'll get back to you. For sure, they'll get back to you. There are many people outside who are ready to help, but no one is ready to go and seek help. Everyone is seeking for job. See, job we cannot get from people. It's very impossible. See, it is something beyond, but helping and guiding and mentoring comes, everyone is ready. See, sharing experience will not cost anything. By the same way, we should be enough and we should be humble enough and to appreciate their time as well. So that's how I learned, and I connected with one another CEO, and he is also from HR company, and he said that he knows someone who give training on these parts. So which all I was looking. Then I connected. So how actually it started? It started by giving initiative, showing my interest, as well as getting help from LinkedIn. That's how it reached. So by end of like 2 to 3 months, I was certified in one of the HR professionals, and I learned. So along with that, apart from learning and doing internship, my college, I implemented those in my company. So like I started working on policies and not very big up to my level, and I keep on seeking help as Sar said. So by end of the day, at least I'll connect with one HR. That was my agenda for the day. No matter what, I'll connect with one HR and I'll learn one thing. Not more than that. Just one new thing. So it helped me see if I learn one new thing every day, after 6 months, 6 3s are 80, like 180 days, I have 180 new things which I don't know, which my college never taught me. So this comes from networking. So we need to have more network outside the organization as well, including inside.
True, true. So this is what it was, guys. Okay, this is what it was. So let's break it into few steps. What Tulsi has said. First of all, she got into an internship job. Second thing is she spoke about learning. She spoke about how interested she was about learning more and more. If you get a job as an intern, you should also show the same approach. You should approach your manager. They should feel that okay, this particular person is ready to learn more and more things. She did this. Afterwards what happens is that she said that you have to be well prepared and you have to stand out of the crowd. For example, if a company is having 5 to 6 member team who is working with them as an intern, how will you stand out? You have to use your meetings. That is one of the key areas. You have to use the meeting so that prepare well before going in and meeting. Prepare well so that you can actually speak in and meeting. And meeting is a place which gives you that visibility. So once you get that visibility, once you are prepared for that, all these things are interlinked. Okay, it will you will be prepared for the meeting. You will get up early. You will work towards it. You will get in touch with your managers. You will talk. You take some initiatives, like Tulsi herself said, that whether we can go ahead and do this particular thing, whether we can take some initiatives. Other than this, learning is not only restricted to the organization wherein you are doing internship. Learning should be open, like if irrespective of whatever it is, guys. Okay, for an example, if you are working as an intern in one particular organization, Tulsi said that she has been reaching out different people, different people, different HRs. That is how we also interacted. So we got an opportunity to introduce Tulsi to our platform, and we have been like, we are sitting here to help the people. So, and at the same time, if in case you get stuck at office in any work as an intern, you can approach these people, you can approach these contacts which you have formed in offline communication other than your office as well. And that is how you can then actually resolve the problems at offices as well. So this is again important thing. First thing, you learn. Second thing, you take initiatives. Third thing, you show willingness to learn more. Fifth, you go ahead and make contacts, you make connections, you make network and utilize this particular network. Network is just not just a number in LinkedIn. You have to actually utilize that, interact with that. You have to gain the visibility by talking in meetings, by speaking to different people, and you should not hesitate to communicate. You should always go, you should always be willing to communicate. You should communicate what it is there in your heart, and it should be very official, it should be formal. And if you are not communicating anything, then how will a person will know that you are looking for that? For example, if you are working as an intern in a particular company, take initiatives, talk, do your primary task assigned, and go ahead and speak to your manager that okay, is there a possibility of me turning to a permanent employee in this company? I'm really happy to work with you. Put it in this particular manner to the particular manager. And if you say that you are happy to work with him and you really find his team very good, then even if an opportunity is not there, he himself will work and try to create an opportunity for you. These things also happens, people. Okay, so this is what it is, Tulsi. You have very nicely put it up. So Tulsi has talked, she has spoken about her own experiences. There are a few more people from our platforms who did something similar. Tulsi is from HR background. There is a person named Praveen, if I'm not wrong, Praveen or Ganesh. he was into Java. He did similar thing. That there is one more person named Anamika. She did her artificial intelligence data science into an internship, and then he got permanent employee there itself. So think about all these things. Do not overlook internship as an option, or do not get, as soon as you job get into an internship, just do not go ahead and keep randomly executing things. Be vigilant about what you are, be aware about how the things are happening, and try to utilize all this information and try to gain the permanent role there and there itself. The important thing is, guys, data science is such a thing that they will not get most of the people, they may not get a permanent role if they do not get selected in campus, or even in campus data science roles are very limited. So they will generally look for developers. So the right way how it is to be done is go for internship. There are people who ignore internships, they only keep exploring for long-term roles and they do not get it. So that adds up to the frustration. So plan few things accordingly, like first few days permanent role, then internship, then try to gain experience. In internship itself, try to get permanent, and at the same time work on all the requirements people. So this is what it is. To see anything more to add, I think we have covered it pretty well. So anything else to see related to what else? I think we have covered it all, right?
Yes, sir. Like few more things, I'm just getting into my mind after listening to your words. Like,
True, true.
yes, and apart from this, we can also get use few tips like as I used like. So there are few issues or problems in the company which are unnoticed. So they are not at that right moment. They might not be important, but they should be addressed. So why can't we take the lead and to address? So uh, for example, just now I cracked one of my friend. He also connected me and via LinkedIn and helped me how to get an internship. And well, he found an internship for 6 months, and it's an unpaid internship. He was not sure whether to take it or not, and he just reached me for suggestions and the decision. So I said, yes, go ahead till you get some paid. Then after 15 days, he said, no matter what, I'm going to continue the 6 months unpaid internship for sure. I asked why, because I'm loving it. And it's into some .NET and Python and data science. So which is helping him to move into AI and ML when he'll be starting his career. So that's how we started, and by end of third month, there were some small things which have managed his managers and everyone is not noticing. So apart from his daily task, he just spent 2 hours extra. His internship will be 8 hours per day, and again 2 hours he spent and addressed and given solutions which helped the total project not to get into fail by at the end. So by this, he was taken and he was given like I hope, if I weren't wrong, like 13 LPA. I hope the salary package for just a fresher who is about to
How
complete
many
his
how
BTech.
many months internship he did?
Just 6 months internship.
6 months internship.
He was in final year of his BTech,
Guys,
computer science.
believe the power of internship then, guys. That he has that approach, okay? He has that approach, he has that attitude, and that is what might have impressed the people. They might have got the permanent role. They might have thought that, okay, this person is good to go for that, and they might have just turned him into a permanent employee.
So by
And
addressing the issues which are not addressed and which are unnoticed, which helped the total project to go live, and which in return he was given an offer by end of not even he completed his internship and his BTech, but he was given an offer and he's continued, and he was very happy and coming back and sharing. I was like, wow, good. So it was something happy for me as well, like proud moment.
so you have to take initiatives, guys. You have
Yes.
to do things something in a different manner. You have to gain that visibility. And Tulsi spoke about one more thing, okay? She joined that company as an unpaid intern, but after completion of a month, she told the manager that can she get a stipend. So there are ways how to do things. There are ways how to do things, and then things automatically start happening. Like until you say, who will understand that what is going on in your mind? If you are doing a job which is really appreciated by others, but if you do not talk, if you do not express in a proper way, then how will others know? So communication is also an art. So wherever required, you have to communicate that. So guys, this is what we wanted to say today. Tulsi, shall we close up? I think we have covered most of the points. Great. So thanks for the time, Tulsi. Okay, guys, I want you to learn. Okay, I want you to utilize our platform. Okay, we are here to guide you. Whenever, as we said, the power of communicating, the power of trying to learn more and more things. Guys, let me tell you, the people who have been approaching me personally for different queries, they are getting placed much earlier than the people who are just waiting for job posts to come in. This is one of the basic observations. Like the people who are approaching, how to do this, how to do this, how can you give me a suggestion, what exactly I should do. Those people, can you conduct a mock round? And people have been doing this stuff. People have been doing this stuff. So the people who are more into that, who are more showing that interest in learning and actually executing the things, then they are the people who are much more getting results. So we have a platform, we have the people out here to guide you. Like Tulsi is there, myself is there. We have built the platform for that. So if there is any query related to this particular thing, ensure that you go ahead and comment it on the same video, comment it. Or WhatsApp group is also there. I keep it opening and I keep it closing. It's for a reason, because I don't want it to get bombarded with lots of posts and all that stuff. And many will get overlooked if that happens. So I keep it open for a while. I keep it closed for a while. So whenever it's feel free to text me. Okay, feel free to text me. Don't hesitate. Let's see. I may delay in responding, but we will respond. It will take some time. So this is what I wanted to cover. That is what we wanted to cover today. Thanks Tulsi for adding so much value. As she's the prime example about how to do things. So follow what she said. Follow what I said. We are the people who have experience. We have seen people doing all these things, and that is how you too can make a difference in your own career. So that is what we wanted to communicate today, guys. So wish you all the best. We'll communicate somewhere in the next webinar. We are planning to come up with few other webinars as well. We'll keep you updated. And guys, today at 9 o'clock, our daily webinar, which is conducted like light transformation, it will start again at 9 o'clock. So the people who are joining in, go ahead and get up for that. We will keep coming up with different sessions. We are also planning a SQL session maybe in this weekend. 4 hours week SQL training will be there by Dipanchan. We will keep you updated about the dates and time. Beyond top of all these things, and once again, Tulsi, thank